Hey guys! This is Cartoon Recapped. Today we'll show you a 2008 comedy, family cartoon called Open Season 2. Be aware of heavy spoilers. Sit back and enjoy the show. In the spring, Elliot has grown giant new antlers and is about to marry Giselle. However, Elliot's new antlers are cracked off in an accident, which upsets him. Believing that his cracked antlers are a sign of bad luck and after hearing words being spoken by Ian during the wedding ceremony, Elliot begins to have second thoughts. Meanwhile, Mr. Weenie finds a dog biscuit trail that his previous owners left behind and follows it. At the climax of the wedding, Elliot witnesses Mr. Weenie being taken away by his old owners, Bob and Bobby. Elliot tells an exaggerated story to the other forest animals about Bobby torturing Mr. Weenie, made possible by his misinterpretation of Bobby's excessive affections toward Mr. Weenie, and decides to make a rescue mission to save him while also using it to avoid marrying Giselle until his giant antlers grow back. Boog, Elliot, Giselle, McSquizzy, Buddy, Serge and Denny set off on a rescue mission under Boog's lead. Meanwhile, the pets of Bob and Bobby's friends, on their way to Pet Paradiso, a resort for humans and their pets, meet at a rest stop. There is Fifi, a toy poodle and his basset hound companion Roberto, two cats named Stanley and Roger, and two southern dogs named Rufus and Charlene. Fifi discusses his hatred for wild animals, describing how he claims they got him shocked by a bug zapper. He then tries to maul a nearby rabbit, until he's stopped by his owner. Meanwhile, the Wilds find Weenie, much to Elliot's dismay. They try to free him while his owners stop at a gas station. They free him from his chains, but because of Elliot's impulsiveness and clumsiness, they accidentally leave him stuck in the RV along with Buddy. Elliot and Giselle have an argument, and eventually leave Elliot to search for Mr. Weenie himself, while Serge and Denny fly to look for him. The owners reach the pet camp with Mr. Weenie and Buddy. The other pets meet with Weenie, and Fifi tries to revert Weenie back into his pet state, but Weenie resists. Buddy helps Weenie escape and Buddy tries to free Weenie from his shock collar. During the chase, Fifi gets shocked by the collar and gets the fur on his forehead burned, causing him to lose most of his sanity and vow revenge. Meanwhile, Serge and Denny return and explain they found Weenie and Buddy at a pet camp, unaware that the two have already escaped. Boog and the others set up camp, and Boog fails to convince Giselle that Elliot is a good person and that they belong together. The Wilds realize that they have gone to Pet Paradiso. Weenie and Buddy find Elliot in the woods and convince him to go to Pet Paradiso to save his friends. The Wilds try to sneak into Pet Paradiso by disguising themselves as pets, with Giselle as a Dalmatian and McSquizzy as a Chihuahua. Boog attempts to sneak in as a cat, but proves to be too large to pass off as one. He then changes his disguise to a sheepdog. After Elliot, Mr. Weenie, and Buddy meet up with Boog, Elliot also disguises himself as Boog's human owner and they sneak in. Giselle and McSquizzy walk around Pet Paradiso looking for Mr. Weenie, but their cover is blown and are captured by Fifi and the other pets and taken to their secret lair beneath the resort's waterslide. Elliot, Buddy, and Mr. Weenie attempt to go inside to save Giselle and McSquizzy, but Mr. Weenie, missing being a pet again, goes to play on the waterslide, leaving the rest except Boog to be captured by Fifi, while Boog tries to catch Mr. Weenie. Fifi tries to kill them all with a pile of shock collars. As Boog tries to stop Mr. Weenie from going down the waterslide, his cover is blown and security attempts to tranquilize him. Before Fifi shocks the Wilds into submission, Elliot, having learned to trust himself more than his antlers, tries to profess his love for Giselle, only to be berated by her for leaving her at the altar and using Mr. Weenie's kidnapping as an excuse. As Fifi is about to kill them, Boog enters the lair via the water slide and the liquid flushes everyone out. A battle between the Wilds and pets ensues, with the Pet Paradiso security focused on tranquilizing the Wilds. While Boog tricks security into tranquilizing themselves, Elliot saves Giselle, accidentally placing all the shock collars on himself. He wrestles Fifi in the pool for the shock collar remote. Fifi eventually grabs the remote and activates the collars, only to realize that Elliot has attached the collars to him. Fifi survives the electrocution but loses all his fur, humiliating him further. The pets and the wild settle their differences and decide to become friends. Mr. Weenie, wanting to be a pet again, decides to join the pets and returns to his owners in Rejoice. Returning to the woods, Elliot finally professes his true feelings for Giselle, and they get married. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.